Faraaz Ayaaz Hossain. He was the Bangladeshi citizen who, along with Abinta and Tarishi, was held hostage in Holey Artisan Bakery and lost his life along with his friends and along another 23 people.
So this play is a way of highlighting what the people perhaps went through from the evidence that was left behind. And the writer has done a brilliant job of highlighting not only the conversations they had and how they must have coped with the terrible situations, and it was bloody and horrific.
It's a very interesting story, which of course we'd all heard about, but then to be inside that cafe, being one of the victims, it's a very surreal experience.
The play is important because it gives a message, a strong message. It tells a story of what happened in Bangladesh. And what this does at the moment is it's just a reflection of our society, the way the world works, in terms of religion, in terms of faith, and the struggles that are going on between all of them. So I think it's very important to tell this story and to highlight it to the UK, to the rest of the world, and just make sure that we fight against it and things like that don't happen again.
I personally feel it is very important for the general public to be aware of the misconception that people have of terrorism and where it is coming from. There is a phobia that all people of a certain caste are terrorists, and I think we need to get that away, because this play signifies how many of the people from that particular genre were actually killed in this attack.
The way fanaticism and Islamophobia is on the rise, it's very important for us to tell these stories, to be able to say actually terrorists are but terrorists, and that every community is stricken in different ways with this kind of thinking, and very subconsciously we are building a culture around it that we need to stand up against.
Mostly in the film is depicted that it's only the white people who get suffered when the terrorist attack happened. So this is one of the chances when you can see even other people who are not happen to be white get equally affected by terrorism. So it's not only white world problem, it's problem throughout in the entire world.
I think the play tries to establish and ask us to begin a debate. How do we stand up to terrorism? What happens to us when that happens, and where do we find that kind of humanity and strength?
We often talked about this. I think in the moments of silence, we knew that the process we are talking about is also the depth of playing a real character, and the inability to ever be able to play that. Their courage, their sacrifice, and just standing up to fanaticism was playing real life heroes, really.
Because it's not just about, the title suggests, terror in the usual stereotypical picture of here's a terrorist and here's the victim. I think we're also subverting that, saying perhaps the terrorists themselves are victims, but we don't want to give them the sympathy, but they also have humanity. And the people who were attacked, they're not just victims, they also showed great courage and great sacrifice.